Hey you guys, I'm excited for this video because I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you can see and hear, we've got some camera tapping and movements. I'll be tapping and scratching on some different items and kind of playing with these vapors that are just going to be artfully moving in and out of the visual. A friend of mine had this idea, and I love the visual of the kind of like a misty feel, kind of like fog rolling in, the vapors coming in, and the way that it moves. So I hope it's relaxing for you and kind of visually fun to watch as well. We had to be a bit creative with how to create the vapors. Some of your comments in the no talking version of this were hilarious because you thought someone was sitting there. I won't even you know what you thought. It was so funny, of course. But yeah, we had to be a bit creative on how to get the vapors into the screen consistently like that. Maybe one of you will figure out what we did. Try to use it more as a diffuser in a sense. That's your clue. I'll do a little bit of brushing on the camera. I often have my mic attached to the camera, but in this case I did not. So you could hear the camera tapping and brush sounds. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm on a ride at Disneyland, and you have that moment where they blow fog into the scene, you know? That's how it feels to me. I feel like I'm thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean at one moment. What else? Is there another ride where that happens? But yeah, that's what it feels like. Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, have any of you guys been watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? I'm sure some of you have. I have found that case fascinating since, I don't know, it was 5 or 6 years ago when that first started, I think. And I've been watching the live feeds on YouTube. I don't always watch them when they're live, but like they're like, each day the case is like 7-8 hours, something like that, and I literally will play it in the background of like doing dishes or cleaning, or if I'm like having a snack, or even like having a break, like more downtime. I'm like so into it. I've never seen a court, like an active court, live like this. I always watch like TV shows with a lot of like law, crime, court scenes and stuff. But the shows is not real, so it's been super fascinating to me to actually see the judge interact with the attorneys and the lawyers and just the witnesses and how the process really does work, because it's like, generally how it works, but you never really know until you see it live, like really, if what you're seeing is like how people really do their jobs in those settings. So I find it so fascinating. Really difficult topic, of course, though, and lots going on there. Gosh. They're on a break right now. They're like a week break, and then when they start back again, Amber Heard will be cross-examined by Johnny Depp's lawyers. And I'm like looking forward to seeing that, because I'm so curious, like, wow. If you've been watching it, you know what I mean. I have a personality where like I'm very, I'm like really empathetic. I'm compassionate and I'm empathetic, but empathetic means like compassion, you feel for the person going through something bad, right? But empathetic is like you actually sometimes feel what the person is feeling. That's the best way for me to describe it. Like when I see someone crying, I almost immediately cry. I don't. It's just how I was made. That's just how God made me. I just, when I see someone cry, I cry. Because like I don't know. And I've been really intrigued by watching a lot of behavioural analysis on YouTube. Like there's experts on behaviour analysis, and like it's so fascinating to me. And I was like, I won't give like my opinions necessarily on the trial, but I will say this. This is just my personal experience watching it, but it's been really bizarre for me because like I care deeply about this topic of domestic violence. I did a video about it not too long ago, actually. I'm really, really, really angered by it and upset by it. It's a topic that's important to me. But the thing that's been really weird for me is when I'm watching the trial and I watch Amber Heard on the stand, and she's I will say quote unquote crying, because I can't, I have the weirdest feeling when I watch it. I've not teared up once watching her cry, even though this topic is so serious to me, and the accusation should be, taken seriously, but like I feel nothing when I see her crying, or supposedly crying. It's very weird feeling to me. Like it's just something so not correct. Like something's off, like if I saw someone in that setting that had been abused and they're telling the story and they're crying, I'm gonna be full crying also, like done. It's just how I function. And I found it really helpful to understand, because I was watching one of the behavioral analysis. This guy, he's a professional at it. He does it for a living, and then he just does some videos on YouTube about it as well. And I really appreciated listening. He said that there's, one of them that I've been listening to said, when someone is genuinely crying, there's something about the way that our bodies and minds, when we see genuine pain and crying, our bodies respond to it. People that are empaths are like really empathetic. Even if not, I think there's like something like our body responds to that. Like we feel it, we see it, and we respond to it. We can feel it. I'm not describing this well, nor am I describing it scientifically, but there's a scientific explanation for how we respond when we see someone in pain crying, and how then we might tear up. And yeah, again, I can't remember what the channel was or where I exactly heard this, but it helped me in understanding like what's going on. Why I'm watching this woman share what should be, a truly traumatic and awful thing. She's maybe supposedly crying, but it doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel real. I feel nothing when I watch it, and that's really telling to me. It's interesting, but it's really telling to me, because that's something you can't make that stuff up. You can't force yourself to tear up when you watch someone cry. It happens like naturally, and I can't hold it back. Like I try to, when I see someone crying, I'm like, I have to like wave my fingers in front of my eyes, like breathe to keep it from flowing, like. So that's just the thought. I just found that so fascinating. Yeah, it's kind of clear to me that both people have had a lot of issues and such in their relationship, but that part just it just is so striking to me that I feel nothing when I'm listening to her. Interesting. Who would have thought this video would be talking about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case? But I think about it often. I'm surprised it has not come up in a video yet, because I just always talk to you guys about whatever I'm thinking about, essentially. Whatever I'm doing, going through, thinking about. So yeah, curious if you guys have any thoughts on that. Feel free to share. You don't have to agree with me, of course. Just processing that. Find it very interesting. I want to say a big thank you to my friend who helped me with this, by the way. It was a great idea. P.S. I see the vapors as like an artistic element. only, hoping you can understand and appreciate that, just the beautiful way that the vapors move. I don't know, it's like sitting, when you sit in front of a fire pit and you're roasting marshmallows or something, you get that like smoke moving around. The only thing in that case is it can smell so bad, the smoke. But when you're on the right side of the campfire and you just see the beautiful, like the smoke moving up, make some beautiful patterns and such. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you again to my friend. It was fun to film a video together. I love when friends are like, oh my gosh, I have an idea, can I do it with you? It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Bye for now.